What is up, guys? This is Jimmy the Insomniac Cricket bringing you the first season of the KPL, the Kitakami Premier League. This is a Pokemon Draft League, and this is the coach of the Duke Blue Dooms, and I am super hyped to bring you guys another Pokemon Draft League. This is their first season. It's got quite a few people who are new to Draft League, some people who have played a few times. Overall, though, guys, it is going to be super fun, and I cannot wait. So if you're new and you're excited for Pokemon Draft League, make sure you subscribe because there's another league, the ASL Season 2, coming soon. And hit a like on this video if you're excited, and in the comment section below, tell me what your favorite team member is. And without further ado, let's get to the first pick of the draft. We had pick 10 out of 12 coaches, and with the first round pick, we drafted Sneasler. And I forgot to put the HP stats on this, guys. I apologize. But Sneasler has the very, I'd say respectful, 80 HP stat. Along with its super fantastic 130 attack, that 120 speed. I am super excited for this Pokemon. I wanted it in ASL Season 1. It got taken. So I ended up taking Great Tusk. If you guys don't know how that season went, the playlist will be linked in the description down below. It's also on the channel. Check it out. It was a super fun season. It was my first ever Wi-Fi Draft League. And Sneasler, guys, is a super cool Pokemon. I'm really excited to try it. It can be really fast. It can be Choice Scarfed. It can be Choice Banded. It can be Adamant over Jolly. It can also hold the Grassy Seed or the Psychic Seed or the Electric Seed if somebody has Terrain. Or it can also hold the normal gem. It gets Fake Out. It can be Fake Out normal gem, which would activate its ability Unburden, which doubles its speed, guys. This thing with double speed outspeeds almost everything. I'm hyped for this Pokemon. I can't wait to see if we can make it put in some huge work on the team. And with our second pick, we drafted Goldango. I pretty much had the wheel, guys. It was, 12 coaches, so 12, 11, 10. So we had the third pick in the second round. I took Goldango, the Steel Ghost type Pokemon, who has the base 89 HP stat. Excuse me, 87 HP stat. I looked at the wrong Pokemon. I'm excited for this thing, guys. I actually really like Goldango. I know a lot of people think it's kind of a weird design, but it's got 84 speed, which is pretty respectable. It can be Choice Scarfed. It's got 91 special defense, 95 defense, and a massive 133 special attack stat. And good as gold makes it to where defog isn't a thing. It also prevents rapid spin. It also gets setup moves. I think Goldango is going to put in work. And Ghost Spam is so good in this generation. If you don't have a dark type, oh, sorry, spoiled the next pick, guys. I hit the button on my keyboard. You got to see a little sneak peek. But if you don't have a ghost, that's like a dark type to come in on this Ghost Spam, you're gonna have a hard time dealing with Goldango. This thing was also drafted to help check the 4x weakness to Psychic that Sneasler has, because Goldango walls Psychic types. This thing pairs really well with our Sneasler. I am super excited about it. And with our third pick, we did draft the Grassy Terrain setting Rillaboom to go with our Sneasler to run Grassy Seed for the Unburden ability. What more can I say? We get Grassy Terrain. Rillaboom hits hard with 125 attack. It's got 85 speed. It's got 90 defense. Rillaboom is nothing to look away from. And it's got 100 HP, guys. Rillaboom is actually pretty bulky, and it's a grass type. And it gets Grassy Glide back with the DLC, so it gets a priority grass move with Grassy Terrains up. It gets U-Turn. So far, we have U-Turn on Sneasler. We have U-Turn on this thing. I'm pretty sure Sneasler gets U-Turn. Don't quote me on that. Now I'm second guessing myself. This thing gets U-Turn. Grassy Terrain makes Earthquake weaker, so Goldango and Sneasler can benefit from that. It sets up Grassy Terrain for the Grassy Seed for Sneasler, which will give it a defense boost and activate our Unburden. This thing can be Choice Banded. It also gets Fake Out. We have two Fake Out Pokemon now. It gets Drain Punch, it gets Knock Off, this thing could be banded and just put in work for us, guys. I love Rillaboom. It's one of the only Pokemon. I've drafted Rillaboom before in a Showdown Draft League a long time ago. I love Rillaboom. I'm excited to use Rillaboom this time. I think it pairs really well with our first 3 Pokemon. And the 4th Pokemon we picked pairs really well with them too. I got arguably the best defensive Dark type in the game. I got the Soup Bowl himself. I got Ting Lu. This thing is massive, guys. And it comes in with a resounding 155 HP stat to go with its 110 physical attack and its 125 defense. And it's got 80 special defenses. That's not something to just turn your nose up about. This thing gets Body Press, which is the move that does damage based off your defense stat. This thing starts off at 125 base defense. It also gets Stealth Rocks. It also gets Spikes. But boy, oh boy, just wait. This thing's not just going to be a hazard setter on this team. Trust me, I've got some fun stuff planned for Ting Lu. I don't think these guys are ready for Ting Lu. This thing could very well be in that conversation for MVP, the most valuable Pokemon. Ting Lu is going to be a sleeper, but it is a Dark type. It allows me to have that Psychic immunity. It's a Ghost Resist, the thing I said was really important in this generation. It's also a Ground type, which is an Electric immunity. This thing is going to put in work, guys. And with our next pick, the 5th pick in the draft, we drafted Alola Mola. Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got bodied by this stupid fish in ASL playoffs. And I had to draft it. I had to try this Pokemon out. That 155 HP on Ting Lu. Let's just go ahead and let's follow it up with the 165 HP stat on Alola Mola. 76 attack. It gets Flip Turn. It can be Assault Vested. That's how I got bodied by this thing in playoffs. It gets Flip Turn for momentum. It gets Wish. It's the best Wish passer in the game. It gets Regenerator. So I can Flip Turn out, get the Wish off to my Goldango, and gain health on this Pokemon, guys. Alola Mola is a menace. And I took it pick 5, or round 5, because I didn't think it'd get back to me. And this thing is so good. I'm excited to try it. I think this thing is going to put in massive amounts of work. And with that, our 6th pick, we drafted Thundurus Incarnate. I was going to draft Thundurus Theory, and it literally went like 2 picks before me. But I'm not even upset. Thundurus Incarnate gets Prankster, which gives it priority on non-attacking moves as long as it's not a Dark type. Thundurus also has 79 HP, which is not bad. And it gets Defiant as another ability. So Intimidator comes in, and now I'm at +2 attack, well +1 because of the Intimidate. But I get an attack boost. This thing's physical attack is 116. Its special attack is 125, and it's got 111 speed. This thing is going to wreck people. It's a fast electric type with a ground immunity. Sure, it's weak to ice and it's weak to rock, but Ting Lu deals with the rock types, Goldango deals with the ice types. This team's synergy is crazy. Alola Mola comes in on ice types. Rillaboom can come in on the rock types. This team is going to be insane, guys. And this thing gets Volt Switch and U-Turn. I am super. It also gets Knockoff. I have so much momentum on this team. I can switch around so freely right now. This team is looking crazy. Not to mention this thing getting Prankster. It does get access to Agility and Nasty Plot. That is priority Nasty Plot. I get +2 first. Just wait, guys. This thing might be this whole team has potential, other than really Alola Mola, to lead the league. And with that, our next pick, we drafted Cyclizar. This is a rapid spinner because the Genies lost Defog, I needed hazard removal. This is my good friend Cyclazar, who, you know, as you can tell, 95 attack, 85 special attack, 121 speed stat, guys, and then his HP stat, while it's not the best, it's 70. It can still take some hits. It's normal dragon. It's got a really cool typing. It's immune to ghost. It also comes in and clicks U-turn with regenerator. Now Shedtail is banned, as it should be. That move is broken. But this thing can U-turn out and get regenerator boost. It also gets knockoff. It can be special or physical. I could run a mixed set with Draco Meteor and it lowers my special attack, and then all of a sudden, bam! I just smacked you with a knockoff, and it's not lowered at all. Cyclazar, I think, is going to be really fun. I'm excited to use it. I've never used it. I've never even played with it at all. This is a Pokemon I was super excited to draft, and that regenerator core is just so nice. It's going to be hard to break my team at this point. And to follow along with really hard to break this team, we drafted Typhlosion, our first Terra Captain of the season. The way the Terra Captains work, it had to be Pokemon 9 points or below, and certain Pokemon were still Terra banned, like Pheasantipity and Alcremie and Comfey. Those Pokemon were Terra banned, even though they were in the proper tiering, because they were just too good, but they weren't good enough to be a higher tier. But this is our first Terra Captain, guys, and Typhlosion sits here with a, you know, it's a respectable, hang on a second, I gotta figure out where I wrote down Typhlosion's HP stat. I wrote down the stats out of order, it looks like. Okay, well, so Typhlosion doesn't have a lot of HP. I didn't write it down, apparently. I must have just missed it. That's on me, guys. But Typhlosion is really fast. It's 100 base speed. It's got 109 special attack. It's even got a decent 84 physical attack. But where it really comes in, guys, it gets Flash Fire as an ability. So, we had to pick one stab Terra type, and then we could pick 2 non-stab Terra types. So, Typhlosion had to be fire, and then I picked grass and steel because Typhlosion has an ability called Flash Fire, which makes it immune to fire type attacks. And I thought it made sense, you know. Grass deals with its ground and rock weakness, steel deals with the rock weakness pretty well, and it hits fairy type super effectively, which is the one thing Typhlosion couldn't really hit very hard. This thing is going to be crazy. Eruption on a Choice Scarf Typhlosion, Terra Fire, is going to punch holes in things. On like a resisted Pokemon, like I think Blastoise for example, I think it still did something like 35%. I'm super, I was nervous about this one. I almost dropped Typhlosion. I made some transactions during the grace period. I almost moved off of Typhlosion and did something else. But I decided to keep it. I think this is going to be a fun Pokemon to test out, and if it actually ends up not working out, I'll adjust with the free agency period, and you'll hear all about it. But right now, this is exciting, and I actually think it's going to punch a lot of holes in teams. It might not be a kill leader, but I think this thing's going to come in, click Eruption, and dent the opponent's team, and then Sneasler, or Rillaboom, or Thundurus, or Goldango are just going to come in and clean up. So, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to try it. Our next Pokemon, Pheasantipity. I wanted this Pokemon, and actually it got picked. So originally I had Clefable here, but the person who picked it dropped it in the grace period. So I dropped Clefable, picked this up, which opened up some extra points on the team. So we actually got this plus another lower tier Pokemon. I wanted to use this so bad. The Toxic Chain ability is super cool. It gets Technician. I don't think it'll be as useful. But this thing is like super crazy. Like 99 speed is a nice speed tier. 125 special defense is crazy though. And 91 attack is not a bad attack stat. And it also, this comes at you with an 88 physical, or an 88 HP. Which 88 HP is not a bad number to be sitting at. This is going to be one of those Pokemon that I think has the potential to be really bulky and annoying, but also could do a lot of damage. It's also a grounded poison type, which will absorb toxic spikes. So I only have really one way to remove hazards in Rapid Spin, but I do have a immunity to toxic spikes right here, which is really nice. But I don't know. This is my favorite of the trio, and I wanted to try it. And I was really excited when he dropped it. This is a Pokemon I'm super excited to give a test run. So let me know, guys, what you think about it, because I think it's going to be a super cool Pokemon to use. And with that, I believe there's 2 Pokemon left. We drafted Ambipom. Ambipom is a Terra. We have Terra Normal, Terra Ghost to give it the fighting immunity, and Terra Fairy because Terra Fairy is a good defensive typing. Ambipom has 100 attack with 115 speed, and you know its defenses are what it is. It's 66, 66. It also only has 75 HP, but Ambipom hits like a truck with Technician boosted Fake Out, Technician boosted Triple Axle, Technician boosted Double Hit, Silk Scarf boosted Fake Out Last Resort with Terra Normal, guys. That's going to, again, it's going to be like Typhlosion. Is it going to lead the league in kills? I don't think so. But is it going to come in and bust holes through people's Pokemon? Absolutely. Is it going to leave it to where, you know, Banded Rillaboom with Grassy Glide could win? Or, you know, Sneasler comes in and clicks Normal Gem Fake Out, gets double speed, and sweeps? I think so. I think this combination of this and Typhlosion are going to break holes through the opponent's team. And that leaves room for my cleanup crew. You know, Sneasler, Goldango, Pheasantipity potentially. You know, Rillaboom. Cyclozar even maybe. Like, I think we have breakers to come in and really just punch holes. And I will clean up easily with the holes being punched. I am excited for this thing. This thing is going to come a lot, I think. I was super hyped when I looked over its move pool and realized it got Triple Axle, Technician boosted. And just the coverage this Pokemon gets is insane. And with that, our last pick, guys. We got this after we dropped the Fable. It worked out. So we ended up picking up Orthworm. Now, Orthworm is a funny little guy. He only has 70 HP. But he has an ability called Earth Eater. Earth Eater allows Orthworm to be immune to ground moves, which is the one typing that really gave my team a bit of a struggle. Orthworm also has a really crazy high physical defense at 145. It doesn't do a lot, and I don't know if he's going to be on the team forever. I don't even know if he'll see the field, potentially. But I do like a lot of his, like, niche spots that he fits in. Again, Shed Tail's banned, so it's irrelevant. This could have been one of my Terra Captains, but I liked Ambipom better. So that's why we went with Ambipom. But I think Orthworm could have its moments. You know, playing against like a Landorus potentially, or, you know, I'd say Great Tusk, but it went undrafted in this league, so Great Tusk isn't even a threat. But just some of the ground types that it could be a problem. Also, I can drop him at some point if I decide he's not working out and adjust the pick, which is something I have considered. But we're going to give it a week or two. We're going to see how we feel about the team, and I'll make changes as changes need to be made. But this is your team for the first season of the Kitakami Premier League. This is your Duke Blue Dooms. This is the squad, guys. Make sure if you're new here and you want to see Draft League content, you hit the subscription button down there. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload the episode. Like this video. Let me know your favorite team member. If you have nickname suggestions for any of these Pokemon, drop them in the comment section down below, and maybe you'll be nicknamed. Maybe your nickname will get added to the team. And with that, guys, I am hyped. I'm ready for Pokemon Draft League. I love this stuff. This is my favorite content to make. There's more to come. I promise you that. And the Week 1 battle for this league will be up. This video is going up on a Monday. The Week 1 battle for this league will probably be up on Friday. So make sure you hit that bell, guys, so you don't miss it when we go live for the first week of the season. Your Duke Blue Dooms are coming, and we're winning the championship this time, guys. I'll see you in the next episode or the next video.